Hey there, my clashing friends. Thank you so much for checking out Clash of Clans Attacks for a special sneak peeks episode about the upcoming loot update and more. Let's get to the loot right away. Now we're going to get everything covered in one episode. We're not going to drag this out like you might have become accustomed to. And we're going to talk first of all about the treasury. Now, there are big changes coming to our clan castles, and we're actually replacing war loot storage with this treasury concept. So instead of war loot extra storage in the clan perks, for example, it will say treasury extra storage. And they're actually changing the way the clan castle itself looks. It's no longer on the roof. Probably a good idea to keep it inside for safekeeping. It's the safest place in your base to save up bonus loot until you're ready to spend it. And the capacity of the treasury is determined only by your town hall and clan perks levels. It has nothing to do with your clan castle level. So let's get into talking about the upcoming daily star bonus. And that is where if you win 5 stars from multiplayer battles, you earn bonus loot. And that bonus is tied directly to your league level. You earn bigger bonuses at higher leagues, and a new star bonus becomes available every single day. And of course, those rewards are deposited directly in your treasury. At Champion 3 and above, you will be receiving the maximum star bonus reward each day. Next up in this loot-focused update is the introduction of the loot cart. So now you've got a broken down loot cart that appears in your village after every defense. And when I first heard about this, I couldn't really picture how this was working, but now I see it. The attackers are leaving, they're trying to get away with what they've stolen from you, and one of the carts, because they're carrying your loot on many carts, one of the carts breaks down on their way out of the village, and you're able to recover it because those fleeing troops decided to save themselves rather than try to save the loot, and now you're able to get back 20% of the lost resources that you suffered during that battle. But the key is you've got to collect it right away because only one loot cart will appear at a time. And also remember, this does not take anything away from the attacker. The attacker still gets the full bonus, the full loot that he's stolen, but you, as the defender, now get 20% back. A couple of other important details are the fact that a loot cart cannot be collected if any of your storages are too full already. And also, if you fail to collect the loot cart and get attacked again, you will only receive additional loot if the second defense was worth more of that resource than the earlier defense. So it gets a little bit complicated, but it really just comes down to clean up your loot cart every single time you have a defense. And talk about giant loot carts. Look at the amount of loot that I had available to this attacker here. Over 2.5 million in loot, including 4,757 in Dark Elixir. So a massive take about to be had here. And so a rebate for me, even though I can't really use it, but of course it will be extremely important to farmers to get 20% back of every loss. But we are now going to move on to the balancing changes in the upcoming update. This is something that has not been touched on before, and here we go. Yes, finally, the Eagle artillery is getting changed. It is going to deal triple damage to golems and to golemites. Exactly what I was hoping for. The whole golem meta really kind of super powerful right now in Clash of Clans, and this ought to balance it out, as you're really going to have to worry as those golems are going to suffer a massive amount of damage to the Eagle artillery. Now again, like any other update, we probably have to wait and see exactly how it looks in gameplay, how much it affects each attack, but I'm curious to see how strategies will change, if people will move away from golems or maybe a different style of deployment of golems in those Town Hall 11 attacks. Now the other balancing change coming to the game is at Town Hall 6 and 7, and it has to do with air defenses. Yes, your second air defense will now unlock at Town Hall 6, and then the third at Town Hall 7. So we're looking at a significant change, probably in war attacks specifically. Dragons just so powerful at Town Hall 7. Now this could really change things. With 3 air defenses to deal with, Town Hall 7 war attacks may look very different in the near future. So as we take a look at the 1.5 million in loot that I will never see again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you excited for this update? Is it going to significantly change things? I cannot wait to see exactly how it plays out in the game. Like always, we can't really tell until we've played it, but I'm excited to see those loot carts on the outsides of villages. As always, you guys, thank you so much for sticking around all the way to the end of this episode. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see all of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, when is the gym box update? I'm still waiting.